This is the Green Side Show,
where we discuss everything about the environment.
with news, interviews, data, and opinions. Follow us live on Monday at 12 a.m.
On the Look Up Radio YouTube channel.
The green side for our future.
Good morning, Drs. Tarazzi, Verdoshi, and Florini. Today, we are here to talk about renewable energy, specifically solar, wind, and hydroelectric energy. Can you tell us a bit about how these types of renewable energy work?
Of course, I'm Giacomo Tarozzi, and today I explain you about the solar energy. Solar energy is generated by harnessing the solar power through the solar panels. Then we convert it into energy, and we can use it for home, business, and everything.
On the other hand, wind energy is generated by wind turbines that convert the kinetic energy of the wind into electricity. These turbines can be located on land or in the ocean, and they can generate a significant amount of power.
Good morning. Hydroelectric energy is generated by harnessing the power of moving water. This can be done through dams or the other structure that use the force of water to generate electricity.
That's really interesting. Can you tell a bit more about how this renewable energy are being used around the world?
Absolutely. We are using always more the renewable energy because we don't want to be dependent from fossil fuels. All the big nations like Germany are try to convert all the energy into clean energy. Germany right now produce 50 gigawatts of solar energy, so it's clean energy.
And it's not just countries that are adopting renewable energy. Many large corporations are also committing using 100% of renewable energy by 2030 or sooner, including companies like Google, Apple, and Amazon. This is a sign that renewable energy is not just an environmentally friendly option, but also an economic one for many companies.
Additionally, renewable energy is becoming increasing important for the transportation sector. For example, many countries are incentivizing to use electric vehicles, which can be powered by solar and wind energy. This helps to reduce greenhouse gas emission and air pollution.
Okay.
Overall, renewable energy is becoming increasing important for the sustainability of our planet, and there are many opportunities to develop increasing advanced technology and improve their efficiency.
Exactly. There are also many benefits for the using of clean energy, like solar and wind, because they cost less, and this is a benefit, and reduce the dependence from fossil fuels.
And let's not forget the importance of reducing green gas emission. The use of renewable energy can help to reduce CO2, methane, and other greenhouse gas emissions that contribute to climate change. This is essential for the health of our planet and our own survival as a species.
In conclusion, renewable energy is becoming increasingly important for the sustainability of our planet. There are many opportunities to develop increasing and advance technology and improve their efficiency. We hope that this will continue to incentivize and the adoption of renewable energy around the world.
That's great to hear. Can you give us some examples of how this new type of energy can be used around the world?
Sure. For example, in California is the biggest producer of solar energy in the United States, but also in our house, we can have solar panels and help the environment making clean energy.
Yeah, like in Europe, Denmark is a leader of wind energy with over 5 gigawatts of installed capacity. They have set a goal of producing 50% of their electricity from wind by 2020.
And yes, another example is South America. Brazil is a leader in hydroelectric energy with over 100 gigawatts of installed capacity. This is due to their large rivers and water resource, which make hydroelectric energy viable and sustainable option for them.
Oh
That-
wow, that's really impressive. Can you tell us about any new technologies or innovation in the renewable energy sector?
Sure, there are many exciting developments happening in the renewable energy sector. One of the most promising is the use of energy storage, which can help to address the issue of intermittent supply from solar and wind energy. This is being done through the use of batteries, which can store excess energy when supply is high and release it when demand is high.
Another exciting development is the use of floating wind turbines, which can be located in deeper waters and generate more power than traditional wind turbines. This is an important development for countries with large coastlines or offshore wind resources.
Finally, there are also new materials being developed that can improve the efficiency of solar panel and other renewable energy technologies. For example, researchers are working on materials that can be absorb more sunlight and convert into energy more efficiency.
That's really fascinating. Can you tell about to us of some challenges that the renewable energy sector is facing?
One of the biggest challenge is to increase the storage of renewable energy, because renewable energy like solar and wind are inconstant, so we can't decide when have it, and storage it is a method to be independent from solar fossil fuels.
Another challenge is the cost of renewable energy, although this is decreasing as technology improves and the economies of scale are achieved.
And finally, there is still a lot of opposition to renewable energy from those who are invested in the fossil fuel industry or who have concerns about the visual impact of wind turbines and solar panels. This can make it difficult to build support for renewable energy projects in some areas.
Well, thank you so much, doctors. It was a pleasure having you here. Now we got some more interviews to do.
Bye.
And
Bye.
see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We thank the specialists that have just left the studio. But now we have some more researchers that are going to present us a study, a research of a YouTuber that they're going to talk about.
Good afternoon, listeners of the Green Side Show.
I don't know. Okay. Can you tell us about this YouTuber that you're talking about?
Yes. Hi, we want to start talking about a famous American YouTuber who's called Mr. Beast. And 3 years ago, he launched a project to plant 20 million trees. And today we're going to talk about this amazing initiative.
First of all, can you tell us about more about of the project of the planting 20 million trees?
Sure. So as Filippo said, 3 years ago, Mr. Beast started this project to plant 20 million trees because in these years we have a lot of environment problem, and we need to do something to save the Earth. So he decided to start this project with his entire community, and we can all contribute in this project saving the planet.
That's really amazing. So, how exactly is he planning to plant 20 million trees? Does he have a team or partners to help him with this project?
Yes, he actually has a team and is working with a variety of partners to make this happen. He's partnering with a non-profit organization called the Arbor Day Foundation, which has been planting trees for over 100 years, and they have the experience and the resources to make this amazing project happen.
So, how is this project going so far? Has he started planting some trees?
Yes, he has. He started planting. He started planting trees in 2020, and he has his entire community by his side. He's partnering with a non-profit organization called the Arbor Day Foundation, which has been planting trees for over 100 years, and they have the expertise and resources to help us achieve our goal. He's also working with a range of other organizations, companies and individuals who share a passion for the environment to save the planet.
But how can people get involved in the project? Can they donate a volunteer?
Absolutely, is encouraging everyone to get involved in the project. Is a website, teamtrees.org, where people can donate to help reach our goal. Every dollar donate goes toward planting one tree. He has also had a lot of volunteers join him on his planting events, and he's always looking for more volunteers. If people want to get involved, they can sign up on his website and find out how they can help.
That's great to know. So, what does he hope to achieve with this project in the long term? Does he have any other plans for future initiatives?
His ultimate goal is to make a positive impact on the planet, and by planting 20 million trees, he wants to make better air in urban areas, and he can help reforest areas which have been affected by the deforestation. He also hopes that this project will inspire other individuals and organizations, and as for future initiative, is always looking for new ways to make a positive impact on the world. So stay tuned.
On top of this, also our class, second RMM, collaborated with Arbor Day Foundation, and we went to Via Gucci on the 23rd of November and plant some trees, about 15. Our English teacher showed us a project aimed at raising awareness on the topic of deforestation, and we accepted this opportunity. We went to the location where we would spend in the morning planting trees.
Can you explain to us how you plant the trees?
The first thing you got to do is dig big hole. Make sure you place the sapling on top of manure and fertilizer. After that, you're going to stick a pole in the ground to make sure the tree will grow straight. After planting around a dozen of sapling, we proceed to dig some holes for the student that we're going to participate in the project after us.
And we really liked this project, and it was really fun doing some manual work instead of studying in class. And we are also looking forward to participating again in this project because we understand how important of a topic it is and how deeply it will affect our lives in a few years.
And hopefully our cities will be surrounded by green areas like the one we are creating.
Tashi.
It's nice to see you are very dedicated to this topic. We hope more people will take your example and start doing something.
Well, that is it for the episode of the Green Star Show. You can follow us on our socials, on YouTube, Facebook, on the channel. See you again, doctors. Have a good time.
Thanks so much.
Have a good
Bye
time.
bye.
Bye.
This is the Green Side Show,
Where we discuss everything about the environment.
with news, interviews, data, and opinions. Follow us live on Monday at 12 a.m.
On the Look Up Radio YouTube channel.
The green side for our future.
Good afternoon, listeners of the Green Side Show. This is the first episode of the show that talks about the environment. Every Monday at 12 a.m.
We are currently in the radio studio A16 of our school.
Today we are going to interview our guests, Filippo Giorgiana, Simone Laffi, and Martino Pelotti. And they are going to talk about the major emitters of pollution. How are you doing, guys?
Good morning, Gabriele. I'm Martino and I'm alright.
Hi Gabriele, I'm Filippo and I'm doing great.
Hi, I'm Simone and I'm fine. How about you?
I'm having a great time, thanks. Okay, guys. Probably you're wondering why we are here today at the radio station. Let me explain. Today we'll talk about pollution producers. You are expert about these things. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. We studied at the most prestigious university in the UK.
Perfect. Let's begin with the interview. What happened in the last 10 years to the level of CO2 emissions? They grew more in some countries than others due to population and other things. These more polluted countries are China, India, and the USA. Their emissions almost quadrupled, and nowadays they end up producing over 6 billion tons of CO2 last year. If we consider the worldwide amount of CO2 produced last year, it's almost 30 billion of tons.
That's much more than what I expected. What are the most pollution activity nowadays?
This is a good question and I can answer it. The most populating activities are the industries and their total cars emissions increased a lot recently. Thankfully, we see the usage of coal and fossil fuels because we are starting to use sustainable energies.
That's a problem. Is there any convenient way to solve this?
Well, to solve this problem, we would have to completely stop using a sustainable energy. But it's easier said than done, because we are kind of addicted to the usage of fossil fuels. Barely any CO2 is going to be introduced into the atmosphere. But to achieve this, we would have to stop using cars, close the industries, and much more. Recently, lots of people have been saying we must use electric cars. And it's okay, but if the energy is produced with fossil fuels, it's useless. To make that happen, we need more sustainable energy from the sun or the wind, for example.
That's interesting. Do you guys think that we will ever solve this problem?
We could start to propose an alternative subjects of energy to majority emitters, to start to translation of clean sources of energy.
Okay, thank you guys for this amazing conversation. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye, Tashin.
Goodbye, Gabriele.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. This is the Green Side Show,
where we discuss everything about the environment
with news, interviews, data, and opinions. Follow us live on Monday at 12 a.m.
on the Lookup Radio YouTube channel.
The green side for our future.